pretty neat. I always wanted to try one, but they're like $20 in the store. And I just wasn't going to throw that on something I might play with for half an hour and throw away. So I finally got one for $5, and I was like, $5, I got to do that. So I have no smoke, but I can virtually smoke.
You just feel that there's this virtually supposed to be hilarious. This is how you make that happen. If you all want a cigarette, you put the fucking dogs on that first cigarette.
Giving yard work to figure and pretend to be yard work.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get this thing started.
All right, I have no intro. Okay, I'll just do this. Hi there. Happy Tuesday. It's August the 6th, 2019, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where earlier today someone came up to me and told me that I don't like people. Now, nothing could be further from the truth. I actually like most people. I'm just much happier when none of you are around.
You should have just looked at him and said, no, that's not true. I just don't like you.
No, we all talk about you when you're not here.
That's all we do. Not for podcasts, just talking shit about you fucking dick. That's what it is.
That actually happened. That's a true story. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. We haven't had a show in a week because they're not all being posted yet, but we're doing this one. I think it's working, and I should probably double check, but we'll take a minute to do that after I finish saying hi. I meant to do that before I said hi.
Today was an interesting day. I discovered the actual definition of what community actually means.
Then in this day and age, that's saying something.
That's saying something, especially for a guy like me who's I would love to see the world get vaporized, but now I'm saying I'd like to see the world get vaporized except for Milton.
Well, there you go. Hey, we specified.
That's a big step for me. I got to admit that's a big thing for me to say.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. So it was just really nice. I'm not. Well, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I put a post out on Facebook basically looking for a job, and I cannot get over the responses I got. I'm blown away.
I love when a small town does this. I love that small towns do this for each other.
But I mean, we got about 140,000 people in this town. That's for in Ontario standards. That's in the sense that you're almost a city.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a lot of people, and I didn't know. Out of everybody that commented, I only knew one person. One. They were all fucking strangers. I have an interview set up for fucking Thursday. I've got about 25 job offers.
That's incredible.
And I've been pumping out hundreds of resumes over the past 6 months. And yet, nothing. I've gotten absolutely nothing. I got people that are like, send me your resume. I'll put it right on HR's desk and vouch for you. I'll do this. And one lady offered me a job. Well, actually, the guy I had the interview with, he's offering me the job specifically just because of my responses to everybody.
Yeah.
Because I was so thankful and everything else, and I really appreciate it. I was like engaging with everybody, because a lot of people don't post these things and they just like a comment. That's it. Thank you so much. That's great. I'm going to look into that one. Or I appreciate that offer. That's not something I'd want to do. It was just back and forth with every single person. And this guy offered me a job, and I have an interview with him on fucking Thursday for a financial company. I mean,
that's fantastic. I
might be working in finance. Me. I'm still in credit. I'm still on the fucking creditors list. You know what I mean?
I've always loved Milton. I've talked about it for years. Yeah. And I told you it all worked out. I knew that people would come together.
I got emotional. I got to say, I got emotional. I didn't necessarily cry, but to say that I welled up a couple of times would definitely be an accurate statement. I'm just floored. I'm just absolutely floored by the whole thing, and I'm touched completely right to my core.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so it was really nice. Now, I mentioned this to Eric off the air, and I'm going to tell you guys too, because I thought it was kind of humorous. one lady in particular had commented saying, like, I hope you pay it forward. So I was telling Eric, and I'm like, I don't know how to pay. It almost put me on the spot. I don't know, how do you pay this forward now? You have all these people in the office.
What I can really think of off the top of my head is get Haley Joel Osment to sharpen some knives for you, because he probably needs a job.
Yes,
the kid in pay it forward.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he definitely needs work. But so I'm sort of calm. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. So I just put out I commented back and I said, look, I don't know how to pay this forward, but what I will offer everybody is that I sharpen knives on the side. This is my passion. It's something I really enjoy doing. It's my Zen moment in life. And every single person who has commented, has offered me a job or offered a suggestion, hey, check this place out. Every single one of you, you got knives you need sharpened. I'm going to offer you guys a really sweet deal. I already got the best fucking rates in the world, but I'm going to offer you guys a really sweet deal for doing this for me. So
there you go.
I picked up like fucking a whole bunch of business for doing that.
You can get a hold of him at Gord at ericandgord.com, or he has some other ways you can reach him as well. But
I have a Facebook page, business Facebook page for it called Gord's Little House of Sharpening. You can go and visit that page, like it, follow it, please like it and follow it. And that's one of these things, by the way. I don't want anybody giving me reviews that I've never sharpened their knives for. I'm very particular about that. I want to earn every star that's on that. So,
and that's how it should be, definitely. Yeah. And good for you for saying that out. There's actually, Facebook has started distinguishing on business pages like our Eric and Gord page. They distinguish whether it's an organic like or a like that's been paid for.
Really?
Yeah. So it shows how many are organic and how many are sourced by yourself or you paid for. Now, I don't know how they prove that, but nice that they're making that distinction.
I'm assuming the easiest way for that is just they're probably just looking at who likes it and then see of those people how many liked things they've liked.
Yeah, that makes
sense. And reviewed it. That would be the easiest way for them to do it.
So definitely go get some knives sharpened from Gord, or if you have a job for Gord, you know how to reach him. He deserves it, and we need him to have it, because Lord knows.
Monday to Friday, I want my weekends off, and I want day shift. I ain't doing this fucking afternoons and midnight shit. I need straight days. I'm old. I've done this shit all my fucking life. I need something that's just going to be easier, because honestly, guys, this last year, although it's been a whirlwind of just mind-numbing of an experience this whole last year and a bit that I've been back in Ontario, it's been really difficult in the sense because I've been living my job, and it's not financially worth it for me to be living my job like this, and I'm losing out of my life. I'm experiencing nothing.
And if I could say, I don't spend nearly enough for Gord to have to make enough for two people, but at least a person and a half. Just throw it. Just so you know.
Just to put that out there.
Just like half. Take what you would pay two people, and he needs 2/3 of that, and we're good.
Yeah.
But not two people. That would be asking a ridiculous amount. So congratulations, Gord. I can't wait to hear how this pans out for you.
Yeah, I'm excited, so thank you.
Especially when this time last year we were talking about sexual discrimination and you having a difficult time getting a job because of it.
You're right. And that's a fucked up thing. That's what's made this so much difficult for me, is that I have never gone longer than the time that I wanted to be not working to get a job.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been, okay, quit the job on, say, a Monday. I have a new job lined up for the following Monday. It's already done. Yeah. And usually I pick that thing up on Thursday.
Right.
And all of a sudden now I can't get a fucking job for the life of me. It's just insane.
Well, I guarantee you will this time.
Yeah.
And
I'm really excited.
A good one. And people in Milton, you're my favorite Canadian town at the moment. Absolutely. And you will be for a long, long time if this works out for Gord. I also had quite the adventurous Facebook day, I might say.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the post, but I posted what I thought was funny at about 6 o'clock this morning and just watched the hilarity ensue. And all I said was, I can't find it exactly to read it word for word, but it was something to the effect of, hey, Facebook, you know those guys who listen in on my conversation and load me with 6 ads for Hootsuite every time I bitch about social media? Or the ones who put GoDaddy ads up while I'm talking about how much I hate my website?
Mm-hmm.
Can you move some of those guys into your dating department, please? Because the dating app is missing more than Shaq at the foul line. Oh, this is what I said. Your dating app is scoring less than Shaq at the foul line. And then I was the first to comment. I said, if you're too young to get that Shaq reference, we shouldn't date. And below that, I commented, note that I said shouldn't, not won't.
It's always about the clarification.
I said we shouldn't date, not I wouldn't date you. And quite the response in this time of very, very good stuff. The responses, I can't find them and I'm not going to bore you with them, but they're just what you would think from a bunch of women who are looking for love in all the wrong Facebooks.
Right, exactly.
I didn't think of that all day until just now, or I would have sang it for the show. Looking for love in all the wrong Facebooks. That's awesome. And just fantastic, the response. So ladies, keep it coming. I love all of you. That was a lot of fun. And then I had some fun with you. And then I kept that going long after I stopped chatting with you.
Dude, those one-liners were killing me. They were so funny.
And I do have to go, you're right, go on the site and change that. But hey, good news, folks. At the end of the month, we may have a new, much, much more interactive and fun to look at website for you guys.
And for those that don't know, we are going to be looking to hire one of the people from said page.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll have to talk to her. That's a great company. It's called Duda.com. I'm not really endorsing them, but I guess I am. Great website builder, very helpful, much more helpful than our current company, who didn't help me at all, and that's why my website looks like poo. It doesn't. It's a great website, and it's a lot of fun. You should go there, ericnord.com, but I worked very hard on it, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted, and now there's a better opportunity.
I love our domain name. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm not announcing that until it's done.
No, not yet. I know. I love it. It's perfect.
I also, on Facebook dating, because I didn't know Facebook dating was a thing. It's brand new to me, and it's very fun. And this guy just went on, Brad, I'm not going to say your last name, but Brad, he's got this thing, I'm a strong person, but sometimes I get tired of being alone, tired of holidays alone, coming home to nobody, waking up and nobody's there. I'm tired of walking the streets alone. It goes on and on and on and on.
Jesus.
And I said, well, gee, Brad, if that's your big pickup line, ...
Yeah. You need to reevaluate, my friend.
That doesn't really work on the ladies. I'm just saying.
You sound like a whiny bitch, and chicks ain't into that.
This is fun, this internet dating thing for me. I've never really done it to the degree I've attempted at the moment. With very bad results, I must say. Although I found that lying has gotten me just as poor results as the truth. So that's something to think about.
See, that's the thing I don't understand, because like I said, I had some tremendous luck when I used that thing.
Oh yeah, but how old were you? Because I
how old was I?
There's been a dramatic shift in the response I got like 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, because it would have been
40 is a magic number for you better have your shit together or don't call me.
Oh, see, but that's just it. I was 40 when I did that.
No,
that's just it. Like, I was 40. That was right after I got into BC. I moved out to BC when I was 39.
Jay, why don't you rub that in too? Yeah, no, I was the same as you. Just I got a bunch of chicks and you're a loser. Oh, good.
And I'm fat.
Yeah, that's a thing too. You know what I've seen more than anything, and fuck you very much, but so many posts must have a beard. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like, I love beards, must have a beard, need a man with a beard. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these women?
That's BC, though. I mean, the beards are insane in BC.
Well, because this is Tinder, and Tinder's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one thing that's unfortunate about it. And same with the Facebook. Facebook doesn't make it geo-specific, if that's a term. Facebook will give you ads. I get chicks from Australia like, we should hang out tonight. Yeah, we should do that. It's a 27-hour flight, you fucking bimbo.
We'll hang out tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. I really hope none of you lovely ladies are listening to this podcast, because I'm not talking about you. You know that, right?
Yeah, no. It's not with this other bimbo.
I had to weed through all this shit to get to you. Girl in Whistler, Jill, I think. Yeah, she's in Whistler. It's all right. She's not Australian. So anyway, yeah, women want beards and money. They want money, and they all travel. And you have to have a dog and a beard, and you have to travel. Dog and a beard. You can have a dog. I think that's okay. I don't believe in owning animals. I can't. I'll like your dog. I won't be mean to your dog, but I don't want to own an animal. I don't think it's right, and I question their intentions. I really do. I don't think they like us as much as they pretend.
Well, they rely on you, so it's a false set of love.
Yeah, but it is, and I don't think they do. I think they would leave if they could. I think they're more or less prisoners, really.
Well, that's why people put fences up, so the dogs don't run away.
Yeah, see, that's not love.
Huh. But, mind you, you do the same thing with children. Child's going to run away from you if they get the fucking chance, too.
Yeah, but that's so they don't get hit by cars or taken by people.
Yeah.
It's not because you're trying to necessarily trap them in your yard. That's for... Like with a dog, you just don't want a dog to get away.
Yeah.
Because then you got to get another dog. That's expensive. But your kid, you kind of want him to not die.
There's a video of this fucking... There's this video. You've got to see this fucking video. There's this video of this fucking dude whose dog ran away the night before. And he spent like half the night looking for his dog and he couldn't find it. So he gets up in the morning and he's fucking driving around. He gets out of this field. And he thinks he sees his dog. So he pulls over and he stops. And sure enough, there's this fucking dog, the black lab. Sees it in this fucking farmer's field, this far distance. So he yells, "Come on!" Dog comes running. And there's what appears to be two more dogs with him. So the dog found friends. So the guy's like, holy shit. So he opens up his car door, comes up. He's like, "Hey, where the fuck have you been all night? I see you found some friends." It's another dog and a goat.
Holy shit.
And he just opens up his back door, and his dog hops in, the other dog hops in, and the fucking goat hops in the back seat of his car. And he turns around and he goes home and tries to find the other owners. But his dog made friends with a goat and another dog. That's hilarious.
Animals do that, man.
Yeah.
They will. It's pretty universal. I was worried about my cat in North Van. Mr. I don't believe in owning animals, had a cat for 5 years. We were more roommates than anything. Neither of us owned the other one. I'll say that for sure. But
cats own you.
I was always nervous. No, he could not care less about me. If that's true, he was the most neglectful owner you've ever had.
Be a cat.
Nevertheless, we had a good understanding, and it worked well for us. But I was always nervous about him going out because of the skunk population and raccoons and stuff in North Van. But I had a girlfriend let him out, and once you let him out once, there was just no turning back. He would just sit at the window and howl for hours to get out. He had that taste of freedom. He needed it back. So anyway, long story short, I was very nervous, and one night I went outside for a cigarette, and I was standing on the patio, and he didn't know I was watching him. But there he was, sitting in a fucking semicircle of skunks, just paying attention to whatever the one skunk was saying. Like, he just fucking belonged there. There was like 6 skunks, and he just like snuck in. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a skunk, sure."
I'm just much bigger.
I had nothing to worry about. He had joined this group, and they were good with him. So every night I went, and it was funny. It was just awesome to see him just, like you said, with friends. Of course, one day he disappeared for 2 days, and he came home all vetted up, like he'd been to the vet. So he had another family. He was cheating on me for sure.
Little bastard, eh?
Oh, yeah.
But actually, if anything, that's a bonus.
Oh, yeah, no, it definitely
that
was.
bills ain't cheap, so that's a fantastic deal.
It still hurts a little. Yeah, I put out dinner at night, and he's out getting rub downs from other families. Whatever. It's good. It's fine. It's been a long time. I'm over it now.
Clearly.
Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. Facebook dating. But I also had another thing on Facebook that this is I'm going to get into some shit now. Sorry, guys. But I have a friend, a very good friend. We dated very, very briefly. Nothing serious, whatever. She took off to the States to hook up with the man of her dreams, her forever man, who turned out to be her 4-month man, and now she wanders aimlessly around America. She, one of the most intelligent people I've ever talked to. It's someone who really just, it was a challenge to speak to her, which, God, was so sexy. But I had to really keep up my game to compete with her. And we never used to compete. We were actually pretty much saw eye to eye on everything. And all of a sudden she goes to America and she's a fucking flat earther and an anti-vaxxer. She's both of those. Very stringently, very, very pro-Trump and anti-everything. And Trump's good and everything in the world's bad.
Oh, boy.
Now, I tried not to, because she is quite emotional, I try not to come out and be very Eric about it, but I do tell her what I want to tell everyone tonight, and that is the fact that there's a lot of information coming from alternate groups, and you think it's good because it's not the mainstream media. We all know the mainstream media is crap. That's even the mainstream media. I'll tell you, mainstream media is crap. But you find these other news sources that paint themselves real pretty, and they've got a nice logo, and they look legit, and you think, okay, this is the alternative. And no, it's not. It's some people with a little bit of money and an agenda, and they're pushing bullshit on you as truth. And the truth you've been getting isn't true, so this must be. And no, it's really, really not. It's not all QAnon. Some of it is just bullshit. I still question QAnon. I don't know their agenda. They may have one, they may not, but I don't get the feeling that they're what they say they are. Anyway, that's not the point. She posts things on the internet constantly, and the first thing I do is go and look up the group who posted the original post. And it's always some fucking Yahoo with, like, some David Koresh motherfucker with an agenda. And I tell her, like, dude, you can't just trust these people. You're smarter than this. You're going to get, like, hurt by one of these groups who you're following and you trust. And that's the point of tonight, is don't... Here in Canada, we get 1% of our media is independent. 99% of everything we see, TV, print, internet, fucking radio, is controlled by 2 goddamn companies. And those companies, 80% are controlled by 2 individuals. So generally, basically, 2 men control everything we know.
Yeah.
You can't look at anything straight on and say that's fact. That's true. You can't.
No.
I certainly can't, and I don't claim to. I'm right about it all, but I don't know that it's all true, and I'm right about that, so I still win. But
well done.
I might read you something wrong, but I'll be right about it being wrong, so that's good. Now the Shaw family is stepping down this year. They're out. They're done. They are selling all their shares to Chorus Media. So officially everything will be Chorus. That's one company will control everything, TV and radio. Rogers doesn't have a large stake in theirs is more subscription based and sports based that Rogers focuses on. So they've got their Sportsnet and mostly prescription based. Everything else is Shaw, and Shaw is stepping down. He's retiring, and the family won't have controlling share anymore. So it's all Chorus. Now Chorus, I've been told, and I can't confirm this for sure, but I've been told that it's owned by Sony.
Okay.
I couldn't find that definitively last night. I looked. So basically, one company, and I know Sony's buying up everything. They bought up all the record companies when the Napster thing happened, and they are definitely trying to take over the world. And this could very possibly be true. But the fact of the matter is, one company is controlling everything in Canada you hear, unless you're listening to my podcast, which most of you should be telling your friends to do. And some others probably as well, but me and Gord mostly.
Yeah. We have not been bought and paid for, so.
And I'm not saying that other podcasts have been bought and paid for. I'm not saying they're not just as good as ours. I'm just saying, fuck them, listen to us. We're better.
That's right.
We're funnier. We're charming. We're hilarious. We're just a fucking an hour and a half of goddamn good fun.
Damn right we are.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones too. There's 700,000 of us. A couple of them must be good. I don't know.
I'll assume a number like that, sure.
You know, it's got to be law of averages. Some of them are probably good. That's my shining endorsement for all of you this week. Except for the ones that gave us good reviews last week. Those shows are fucking wicked. Love every one of them. We're never going to have another guest again.
No, you kidding me? We're going to get more.
I love it. Everyone does that. Everyone goes and listens to our show and goes, fuck, I got to be on that show. It sounds like crap. I want to be on it. That's great.
That's the thing. They sound so terrible. I've got to be on this show.
Got to be on the show. If the sound quality was better, I'd fucking own it. Screw you. It's good enough for you to listen and review, so suck it. I love you guys. You're great. Okay. So the fact of the matter is we're controlled very, very heavily, and we can't trust anything, especially these internet people claiming to be something. And 90% of it is wiki something, and the rest is just people with money and too much time. I could very easily start a news site, a print news, and claim to be legit and make it sound really good. I'm very good with words. I'm a good writer. I could do that and convince the shit out of you guys of all kinds of stuff. I am very, very much against that. I'm against everything. It's not that I don't like people. It's just that people keep proving me fucking right.
Gets a little frustrating, doesn't it?
You have to. I don't want you to blindly follow me, but if you did, you'd be better off than some others. But just think for yourself. Think, why is someone telling me exactly what I want to hear?
Yeah. You
have to, it's the old bullshit. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. You have to apply that to your media now. Now, there is this thing about the fucking Walmart shooter. There was 2 mass shootings yesterday.
Yes, there were.
Now, I don't want to say it was Fox News, but was CNN? It was one of them. Reported the second shooting 28 minutes before it happened.
Really?
Now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of a time machine Ted Turner owns, but that's pretty fucking special that you reported on a shooting 28 minutes before it occurred.
And that's not the first time, because that happened at that happened on 9/11.
Yes, it did. Which makes the 9/11 fucking crazy people look fucking not so goddamn crazy.
And that's not a good thing.
I don't want to agree with conspiracy theorists. I don't like them. But you giving them a lot of credibility here. And that's just that. But then you run to the internet for your answers. And now this guy was a Trump-hating Democrat and hated everything Trump, and that's why he shot these people up. Within 2 hours, he was a hardcore Republican, racist, white supremacist guy. His own personal website had been changed.
Jesus.
No. Then they followed the thread, and there was a third version at the bottom where they forgot to change Republican to Democrat, but he was still the racist. And it's like, no one knows. No one knows what the truth is now. Everyone's convoluted it and made it whatever worked for them. But there's people who don't know that that's not news. And that's the problem I have. It's not for me. I'll figure it out, but my mom won't. She takes this shit as news. She would, if you redid War of the Worlds with the exact same record that Orson Welles used, she would fall for it.
You know, the other shooter, interestingly enough, so the guy who did the Walmart shooting, everybody said, like, everybody's right away blaming Trump for him explicitly, saying it was Trump's rhetoric that created this, that this is why this guy did it. The other shooter was a massive follower of the other side.
Maybe.
There is no maybe about it. This is actually, apparently that is just a thing, because there's an unbelievable amount of proof of this. Not only like on his like social media stuff, but actually in his house, like in his room. Like he was a very big supporter of who is it, Elizabeth Warren?
See, this is right where I gotta stop you and say, how do you know they're in his room?
Well, because the police went into his room.
Did they?
Had to. Yeah.
Or did the police go into a room on a soundstage in Burnaby?
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, but here's the difference, though. Well, the difference is that the other guy, the guy who's the fan of Elizabeth Warren, there's absolutely very little being said about that. And nobody on the left side is blaming Elizabeth Warren for this, but they're immediately pointing the finger at Trump, saying Trump's to blame for the one, but the other guy did the same thing, but on the left side, and none of that hits the fucking mainstream media. Yeah,
now, isn't that interesting? You want to know what else I think is really interesting about this and the timing of these two shootings? When was the last time you heard Epstein's name? When was the last time you heard about the Rama kid? That just fucking disappeared, didn't it?
Stopped very, very quickly.
Interesting. Guy stands to drop the names of who knows how many really influential people involved in possibly a big pedophilia ring on his heir Rama kid. And he's going to drop the bomb in a big, oh, no, all of a sudden you just forget about that. There's two mass shootings. And I haven't heard Epstein's name in a week. Nobody has. Nobody's listening. Nobody
cares.
Two shootings. Fucking was Oswald Apache? Probably. Are these guys? I would almost say fucking definitely. It's so easy to do now. We're not going to react to a school shooting the way we did to Columbine. It happens every fucking day. That's 250 school shootings in 215 days.
So ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That's more than one a day if you can't do that math because you can't go to school because everyone shoots at you when you do. 250 in 215 days. That's retarded.
Fuck me, that's
now that includes, before you tear me apart with fake facts, that includes gangland shootings. So that figure does include mass shootings that are gangs shooting each other. So that's a skewed thing too. But when you automatically think school shooting, right? When you say mass shooting, you think school shooting or nightclub or whatever. It's not all. That's not all they're counting in that number.
No, it's always skewed.
But that's where your mind goes instantly. It's tricky. It's clever fucking news people tricks. But nevertheless, is this a distraction tactic? I almost guarantee it. And that's why you got to be careful who you're talking to and who you're listening to and who you're taking your news from. I don't think we're getting any from either side right now.
No.
It encourages me to turn to QAnon and groups like that, but I now I'm questioning, how can you be the pure one? What makes you the saint?
Yeah.
In a group of so many shitheads. Why are you the champion of the people? I wonder. I don't know. I don't get a good feeling from them. but I certainly don't get a good feeling from any news agency who reports on news before it happens. That's a little fucking spectacular, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And frankly, I've never been more scared in my life because we have not a fucking clue what's true. And what I said to be contrary to Gord, just to be a dick there a minute ago, but you don't know. You don't know for sure any police walked into any room anywhere. Watch Wag the Dog.
I know I didn't see any pictures of anything.
Right?
So,
but even if you did, I can send you a picture of... I have a picture of me fucking a goat on a mountaintop. I have that. I like Ricky
but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Like, you know, Bon Jovi, guitar player on the mountaintop? Like, those, I like that style. Like, I'm on a peak. It's not like me, like, in Sea Shelter or something. It's like on an epic fucking mountaintop. Like Richie Sambora playing his guitar up there, which he wasn't really there either. That's a blue screen kid, if you don't know. You don't know who Richie Sambora is. Who am I kidding?
Exactly. That doesn't matter.
I have that. I can send you that. I can send you a picture of me on the moon right fucking now and say I'm podcasting from the moon. I should do that just for fun. That'd be good. Anyway, why is your bed on the moon? Shut up. Who cares?
Stop asking questions I don't want to give you the answers to.
I have a picture of me sleeping and the Eric and Gord robots drawing on my face. I think I sent you that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's right.
With the avocado and the fucking, all four of them are there. It's hilarious. It's funny. Every once in a while I'll stumble across it in my pictures, and it's still hilarious to me that they invaded my bedroom while I was sleeping. But yeah, so even photographic evidence. Now, where do you put it in? That's your obvious question, or maybe it's not, but to what end?
Polaroid cameras.
Where there has to be some truth somewhere. Where do I stop this? Do I just fucking put tinfoil in my head and go live in a bunker? I don't know. I can't answer that right now. I don't know where the end is. I don't know where the light at the end of the tunnel is. I don't know who to get my information from. I'm scared. I don't know. I know we're all being manipulated very, very heavily, myself included. I try to do the best I can, but what the fuck do I know?
Yeah. When every single source out there, chances are it's tainted.
They're all tainted in one way or another. And this is the political argument. I can't trust one of them. Why am I going to... I had a very interesting man. I'm trying to get him on the show. He's kind of a little bit crazy, like one of those Morgan Freeman style characters, but white.
Okay.
You know, Morgan Freeman in every movie is kind of crazy, but he's secretly a genius.
Yeah.
Met one of those guys today. He's very interesting. I want to get him on the show to help us discern. He seems to know what's out there and what's cool. And God forbid he wasn't going to tell me very much of anything. Just that we're all fucked. He's the one who brought it to my attention that there is proof, well, quote unquote proof that Obama did fake his fucking birth certificate. And there's now things coming out that are apparently going to come out next month in court when Tommy goes to court, the guy who got fired.
Yeah.
Comey. I'm an idiot. He's going to drop some fucking bombs, apparently, when he testifies. Things to do with the Clintons and the Obamas that are not going to be favorable, which doesn't surprise me 6 months before an American election.
No, that's all about, again, it's always about timing.
But apparently, squeaky clean Mr. Obama was not so squeaky clean. And then I don't know. That could just be conjecture from the other side. Who knows? But you got to question. The point is, you got to
question it.
Question everything, except me and Gord.
That's right.
Because
we'll always do our best
questions, and that's not getting us anywhere.
Speaking of, by the way, in the light of the shootings that have gone on in Toronto in the last 24 hours, or for last week, whatever the fuck it's been, we've had 12 or two shootings resulting in 12 injuries and or death
in Toronto, and the funny thing is the Liberal government has already turned around, and like it was within hours of this fucking happening, they've already released their plans for what they're going to base their campaign on for this upcoming election, which is going to be basically more gun control. They've been very open about this.
Yes, I've heard.
Now, something everybody needs to be very aware of when it comes to these gun control laws. Now, I'm going to preempt this to tell you, I personally am not a fan of guns. You put a gun in my hand, you will see a little light. You'll see something twitch in my face. I should not have a gun in my hand. I will use it. It's just that simple. Why avoid them? I would make a rash, stupid decision if I had possession of a gun. I will not deny that. That reason I'm not going to own one. I also firmly believe that handguns, which we all know, are designed specifically to kill people. That is what they were created for. That's why they exist. So if you want to ban handguns, whatever, I don't care. But here's the thing you fucking anti-gun people need to understand. Just because you make something illegal does not mean that the fucking problem is going to stop.
No. And
people that are committing the crimes are not using legal weapons.
No,
so
they're not.
They're getting it from the U.S. because they produce more guns than anybody.
And I can tell you something really fucking simple. If you take all the guns away from everybody, you know who runs the country tomorrow? The guy with the fucking gun.
That's right. That is right. Simpsons did a spectacular episode about that with the invasion of the aliens. When they convinced all of humankind to get rid of all their guns, they all get rid of the guns. What did they do? They took it over with a piece of plank and a fucking spike at the end of it.
Yeah. It's actually really funny. Just to interject real quick. While we were talking, that girl I was just talking about texted me. And it's a meme. And it's a girl with a weird look on her face. And it says, "Are you lost?" And it's like when someone tries to school you on your own post. And I thought it was pretty funny. So I wrote her back. I'm like, I probably shouldn't like this, but I do.
I think this is just great.
She just said, "I love you." That all works out in the end.
That's great.
He hates me. I don't know. I don't know. That could be fake. I don't know. This could be Google messing with me.
Yeah, you don't know.
But, gun control. Sorry.
Yeah. But, gun control, again, you're Band-Aiding the fucking problem. The problem isn't guns. That's not the issue. The issue is the person. You deal with the problem. You don't deal with what they used. It'd be like we're going to ban pens and paper and markers in Bristol board because a supremacist group used it for their hate rally. No.
Oh, did you? That was another one that got me into hot water. With the girl, the lady, she's holding up a sign and talking about how cops are still shooting black people or whatever, and it's a big red sign, and I posted "Red Signs Matter" under it, and I ate some shit for that one.
Red signs do matter. Red sign number 2 doesn't matter, but red signs do.
Red Signs Matter. It's actually pretty great. But some people don't enjoy my sense of humor, I'm finding out. Like, I'm just finding that out now. I've known that forever. But lucky enough, I find myself funny enough for all of us, so it's good.
When you laugh at your own jokes, you know it's funny.
Yeah, well, it takes a lot to make me laugh. So if I can make myself laugh, that's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. It's good when you tell yourself a joke and you don't see the punchline coming until you spit that line out, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking funny." Just die laughing.
It happened to me a lot when I was doing stand up.
Yeah.
You'll find me laughing at a lot of my own jokes because I forget them, but before I go up there, and then they're good. And they're funny. If it was someone else telling them, I'd be laughing. That's why I listen to this podcast and not others. It's the funniest one that I've found so far.
That's right.
I
love our podcast.
If I wasn't on it, I would still think that. That's God's honest truth.
Yeah.
If it wasn't my podcast, I'd think it was a pretty fucking spectacular podcast.
You'd be bitching him to fix the quality, but you know.
I would want it to be a call-in show, and I would be calling in like nonstop.
Yeah. You'd be the official unofficial third member.
Exactly. Well, that's what I did to Drex. Oh, I just got a radio, by the way, from my room. I can start doing that to Drex again. I haven't talked to the guy since when we very first started this show, but I would love to start getting back into talking to him.
Yeah. Now that we're a little bit more established.
And go, hey, Drex, what do you think about this shit? Because I think he's one, now, granted, he works for the Chorus Radio Network, but he does it begrudgingly, and I think he's trying the best he can.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. I was about Christy Clark. She tricked me when she had her radio show.
Yeah. Fucking bitch. And Trudeau, who never called you.
Well, I should have known right then and there what kind of a prime minister he was going to be. But
everything.
According to all the sources that I now have to wonder if they're credible or not, Trudeau's got nothing to do with anything anyway.
No.
It's all the puppeteers that pull Trump strings are running everything. And Trump is the answer, apparently. Trump is exactly what we want him to be. He's gonna fucking crush some of our dreams too, but he's gonna save the world.
You know, I actually saw a very humorous post about Trump, and it was about Trump and Trudeau. And it actually said, what is it, Bombardier is going to be losing 5,500 jobs and shutting down their factory in Ontario. And they're doing it specifically because of what was it? There was a specific thing that Trudeau had put in place, and that's why they're leaving. And yet Trump opened the doors wide for him and said, come on in, I'll give you guys a tax break. And so all 5,500 jobs are going down to the States now.
No.
It's a scary, scary place right now.
Now, did he do that with the option of the people can keep their jobs?
No, they're moving the entire factory down to the U.S.
Oh, I'm aware. But when Western Star Trucks packed up and moved to North Dakota because they just couldn't afford not to, and half of Kelowna worked there, they had first dibs on their own jobs.
I'm going to say absolutely not.
If they wanted to move to North Dakota, they would even help you with your moving expenses, and you could keep your job with your seniority and everything, but you had to move to North Dakota, which is, who wants to move to North Dakota? Have you seen Fargo? No one wants to live there.
People from North Dakota move out of there.
Right? It's the fucking thing below Manitoba. If Manitoba flushes their toilets, it flows to North Dakota. Just think of that when you think about moving there.
Does that make that a shitty joke?
A little bit. And snows 11 and a half months a year.
Yeah.
I think you get July 4th weekend, there's no snow. That's it.
That's it. It's just that one weekend. 4 feet of snow, melts in 2 days. July 4th, no.
July 2nd it melts. July 5th it's back.
Yeah.
And they all talk that. I can't do the fake Dakota accent, but I hate
it. It's great to hear in very small, punchlines of jokes. That's when they're great.
The movie Fargo, one of the funniest movies ever made. No one knows that's supposed to be a comedy because it's got some dark shit in it.
Yeah.
But it's funny as shit if you go into it thinking that.
It was a really good movie.
He was weird looking, just in a general sort of way. Anyway, I was asking a genuine question there. If Canadians could keep their jobs if they go become Americans, which was the offer I think that was probably Clinton days. Maybe just before Clinton, but I'm thinking it was Clinton.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know if that offer was put out. I haven't heard anything about it yet. But like I said, I do know that, again, Trudeau proving he has no idea how to run a fucking country. is allowing big, heavily employed businesses to leave the country.
No, what he has to do, because Bombardier can go fuck themselves. Good, I'm glad you're gone, you fucking whiners. But Trudeau needs to get something else going right now. Get the pipeline, get something, find 5,500 jobs right now.
Yeah.
This is the decision you made, great. Put your foot down. Tell Bombardier to get fucked. We don't want you here anyway. You keep fucking up. We keep bailing you out. Fuck off.
Let the U.S. do your bailouts.
If you're going to do that, you got to have 5,500 jobs lined up, waiting, and go, hey guys, have a good weekend. You're all going back to work Monday. This is where you're going.
Yeah.
You have to do that. The shipbuilding contract that we didn't get here in BC, put them there. There's got to be something. Find these people jobs. You owe them those jobs now. You do that in the sand? Great. Good. Stand behind it. Give them jobs. Give them your job. I don't care. 5,500 people need to go back to work. And you did that. You made this happen. Give them their jobs. Somewhere. Anywhere. I don't care. You started 110 new departments for your friends. You can fucking find 5,390 more.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I could not. I don't even have a smart ass remark for it. I just agree with you.
Thank you. I was going to say something snotty, but I'll go with thank you and just, I'm right. We are right. It's not a what if anymore. It really isn't.
No, it's official. It's what it is.
That's right. It's kind of changing to what if they're right, because we're not asking you anymore. It's not like what if we're right. And it's like, now you guys have to ask yourselves, because it's getting scary.
We might just have to change that for the next season. It'll have to be Eric and Gord, holy fuck, we are right.
Yeah. Well, that's why I've always been steering toward pushing the Eric and Gord brand, because we're so much more than just a podcast. And eventually it's just going to be, we're going to be like Oprah. We're not even going to, my last name is going to be Ann Gord.
And my first name will be Eric Ann.
Yeah. I actually included that in the, I didn't send you the fucking trailer again. What time is it? I got to go do
you did not.
But it's not in the trailer, but in the opening sequence of the movie, it's a Champion Tree production by Generic Gordonary Pictures.
That's just so awesome.
It looks good. It wraps around at Earth, like kind of like the Universal thing.
Is yours flat or round? Had to ask.
It's a flat. It's like a fat frisbee. I don't know. I can't think of it. It's not flat. Fuck you guys. It's not. I was trying to be diplomatic and leave you guys alone for a while. I even went to a fucking vegan restaurant today. What the fuck is happening to me?
How's your vagina feeling?
I didn't eat. I was going to get some fucking smoothie, but I'd have to sell a kidney to afford it, so I didn't. But I was with a guy who got a vegan smoothie, and he said, "Hey, this place is good." And I just shook my head. I'd already been mean to him, and he's very.
I don't understand why you can just go with your lawn and eat your lawn clippings. There's no difference. Like the fuck.
Yes, they do.
I know.
This guy does, and I'm like, like you say that jokingly. Why don't you just go eat your lawn? Well, if I already finished it, and I'm still hungry, so. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. At that point, I have to hit you, and I don't like hitting people.
I don't mind it.
Although this guy is older than dirt, he looks fucking 10 years younger than me. So that's not vegan. It's just he's a health guy.
Yeah.
And these health guys.
He has that gene. That's it.
Because I get these reactions from people now that I'm not enjoying. People, how old are you? I'm 41. They're like, oh, jeez. Like from people who, oh, I thought you were my age. I get that a lot. Oh, I thought we were like the same age from old people.
Oh. See, I still get that from young people.
Yeah, well, you live a charmed life, and I'm in the shit dealing with this stuff. And I stress about this shit. I'm not aging like this. Well, okay, granted, I'm not, my body's not exactly a temple, but I stress about this stuff that I'm trying to convince you guys on. I do. All this gray hair, it's for you. I learned it from you.
It's your fault.
It's I stress a lot. I've got wrinkles from Trudeau. These are all Trudeau era wrinkles. That motherfucker's aged me 10 years in 4 that he's been in power. For every year Trump's in, I age 2 years. People think I'm 50. I got that from a 49-year-old yesterday. I thought we were the same age. So I had to kill him. Now I'm a murderer because of you. No, thank you.
It's all your fault.
Now, is that fake news? Maybe. That might be exaggerated news. A little bit. Alternative fact. That's killer.
Oh man.
I just had an adorable blonde girl walk into my room, not even face me at all, didn't even acknowledge I was here, and then left.
Well, that's too bad.
That doesn't normally happen.
No. Usually they stick around to say, "Oh, sorry, old man, I didn't realize you were here."
Now that was either I know Eric's doing his podcast, I'm going to be nice, or it was I'm so much better than this piece of shit, I'm not going to look at him at all. And I have to know which, and we may have to find out on the air which it was. No, it's probably too late for that. We'll do that another time, but
yeah, because I can't last much longer.
That's what I was just about to say to her.
Aha! That's so good.
That's why we're Eric and Gord.
That's right.
You know how sick this place is? Well, I end on a positive note. They have to come in and check the temperature like 10 times a night because it has to be a certain temperature before they'll kick the air conditioner on. Like they have to get head office approval to fucking cool us down a little bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gotta keep coming. Oh, no, sorry guys. It's 49 degrees in here. It's gotta be 49 and a half. You know the rules.
All you gotta do is light a candle. That'll raise the temperature of the room in no time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, man.
I thought just me being in it did the trick, but
no,
and that doesn't work. Sorry, just real quick. There's one girl who's just melt your face hot, but she knows it and pick up. Nothing works on her. Nothing phases her ever. And she came in the other night. She's like, I'm just here to check the temperature. And I'm like, well, it just got a whole lot hotter. Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Not even a pity smile.
She's probably heard that 1,000 times already.
Well, at least 20 from me. If I use a different line every night, it might make better.
See, I lived up this house. We call it the Pine Street house because, well, it was on Pine Street. And we weren't very original. The last, 2 months or 3 months that I lived there, I was destitute, broke, didn't have a job. It had an oil furnace.
Oh, fantastic.
And I couldn't afford to fill it because it was like a minimum of like $400, I think it was like $450 to fill it. I didn't have any money. So when it got really cold, all I just did the smart thing was I would go out and I would scrounge up some change and I would buy a bag of tea lights and I would light up like 10 tea lights in the room and it lit the fucking room up. Now, not only did I have hydro that I couldn't afford to pay for, but I actually had heat.
Yeah. And
the candles worked better than the fucking portable heaters did.
Indeed they do, and that's why at least one homeless man dies every year doing that.
Yeah. No, I get it.
They work great, but in a nylon tent, not so much.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Just stay awake. Just stay awake with your candle is all you have to do.
Yeah.
And that's a great metaphor for life, and just stay awake with your candle. I'm closing my thoughts for the night on that. Just keep your eyes on your candle. Don't fall asleep while your candle's heating the room.
There you go.
That's a good one. Metaphor for everything that's going on right now. Keep your eyes on the candle. Don't burn it at both ends.
Yeah.
I'm going to get carried away again like the Wally thing.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was funny. I do that to lots of people. I don't do that to you, but I do that a lot.
I thoroughly enjoyed what you did to me. I could stop fucking laughing. That was great.
I'm glad. I didn't know if you'd be like, why the fuck is he blowing up my phone and maybe not checking it or something.
No, I was just dying laughing.
I'm glad I got to do that in a day you had no customers.
Yeah.
Maybe brighten your day a little with the worst style of humor, but it's fine. You can suck my left ballie.
I must be overtired. This shit's so fucking funny to me.
It's good stuff. Oh yeah, there's a shining endorsement from my ridiculously popular co-host. Man, you're funny when I'm fucking tired of shit.
Man, you're always at the peak of your game when I'm delirious with fucking exhaustion.
Can we do this show 2 hours later every night? Because I'm really starting to like it.
I might just listen to this tonight if I could stay awake.
That probably won't work.
No. No.
At this point, we're just entertaining each other.
That's right.
I really hope that's not true, although our numbers aren't looking good, so I got to get an episode up soon. I know it's after midnight there. I went into this pretty tired myself, so I don't mind saying goodnight if you don't.
I need to. I am literally fading. I've almost fallen asleep twice during this podcast. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat myself. So good night, everybody. Thanks for everything. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know if maybe we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we could do it. But
chances are.
Okay, great. And then Thursday, Friday, we're booked up with fantastic guests. Stay tuned for that, kids. And until then, take care of each other.
Do something stupid, but don't record it.
I like that.
There you go.
Good advice. I'm glad I never took it.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That was fun. I liked that a lot. That's gonna start and end well and sound good and shit. I want to go try to play with it. I got to get you that movie trailer. Well, I guess you're going straight to bed. I don't have to worry about it till morning, but.
Yeah, no, I'm going straight to bed. I'm not going to see that until tomorrow night. So.
It's better than I thought, but it's like 3 minutes, so it's an investment. I wish you still smoked pot.
Yeah, so do I.
All right, I have a virtual reality porn to get to, so.
There you go. You go enjoy that. I'm going to go and take a dump and go to bed.
Awesome. I will just send you a thumbs up if this one's good.
All right, perfect.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
All right, man. You have a good night.
You too, bro.
Bye.
Off.